episode of ADT Fishing. This episode I'm going to try to do some cold water fishing. It's currently mid-December, a couple days before Christmas here, and we got a little bit of a warm spike. It's about 41 degrees outside right now, so we're gonna try to see if we can hit the river, which is the only body of water that's not frozen right now. And I'm gonna use some tips that I heard in some other videos and see if we might be able to catch some bass. If not, maybe I've got some spoons and stuff. We might be able to catch maybe pike or something. I'm not sure, but we're definitely gonna give it a shot. And I apologize if all you can hear is my truck right now. I'll go back and edit it if that's the case. But I lost the muffler while I was at college, so. But all right, stay tuned, and we'll see what we can catch today. All right, guys. So I got to the river here, and kind of ran into some issues. I'll see if I can flip the camera here and show you guys what's going on. So even though the other day it was a lot colder outside, there was still no ice at all. And now, if you look at it, pretty much almost all of my casting distance would be ice unless I go out on that point there, which I'm really not looking to do. So I've got another spot on the river. We'll check and see if that might work a little bit better. All right, let's take a look. All right, guys, so there's a little bit more trouble in paradise here. They're doing some work down here at the lock, so that means I can't really go over there and do much fishing. Also, the water is really, really low, so unfortunately we're not going to be able to do any fishing today. However, so that this video is not a complete waste, what I will do is once I get back home, I'll make a video of some of the fishing gear I plan on using while I'm trying to do some winter fishing, if I can actually get some done this week or over this break before I go back to school. So yeah, so I'll see you guys when I get back to the house. Alright guys, so I'm back at the house. Didn't really have any luck going out fishing today, so figured, like I said earlier, just going to try to wrap this up and talk about a little bit about what type of bait I plan on throwing over the winter, as long as the river stays running and not frozen. So, so this is my winter box. I keep it in this nice bag. I actually got it for being a bass member last year. So I only have 2 boxes that I carry. They're not really full by any means, but I'm hoping that it's gonna kind of be a warmer winter anyways, so I'm not gonna really have to worry about that. I also have a few baits here. Talk a little bit about them as well. Some more are a little bit empty. I got to do some refilling, so that'll be coming up soon as well. So to start off, this is the actual artificial lure box, if you want to call it that. So first off, I've got a cranked jig. I've actually got 2 of them. This one here is black and blue. I actually paired that up. That's an actual cranked craw as well. You'll see those a little bit later. But I like throwing jigs, so I figured I might as well use some football head jigs. Might be able to catch some big bass this winter. The second one kind of looks a little bit like a train wreck here, but I accidentally pulled off the skirt, and while putting it back on, it didn't really go back on too nicely. So, but yeah, this one here is a brown craw football head jig. Used it a little bit. You can see where it's kind of missing some paint there. But yeah, like I said, the skirt's all messed up. Hopefully I'll fix that pretty soon. Also, continuing on with jigs, I've got these, you can call them football heads, but I got these over at Bass Pro Shop while I was out of college. And hold on, I'm about to get alright, so I'm just gonna set that down there. So what I really like about these style jigs is, even though you don't get a skirt or anything on it, you have this little cork here, or little screw, to where you can just screw your plastics on. so it looks a lot nicer. You don't really have to worry about ending up with like a scrunch up bait on there as much. It kind of holds a little bit tougher, and typically you might be able to reuse your baits a little bit easier. So I like these a lot too. Also, I don't know if I've talked about it at all, but while out at college, I did my first ever really targeting of walleye. So I've never really been big into walleye at all, but I have a friend out at school. You might see him in a couple of my videos coming up. It depends on if we do any fishing or not. But he actually helped me make a fishing club up at the college. So, you know, it's been pretty fun so far. And he took me out and we targeted some walleye. I actually caught my first ever walleye out there, which was pretty fun. As well, but so basically what we caught them on were some small jig heads. I bought this one here at Bass Pro as well. So we put just basically some I think we used Mr. Twisters, put those on the back of these. I've also used some paddle tails, but I figure while I'm fishing the river, might have some good luck with that as well. So these are definitely going to be a go-to as well. Next up, I've got a couple of, if I can do this without getting hooked, a couple of jerkbaits. So I'm not entirely sure which brand this one is. Doesn't say. It's an Inquisitor 110 SP Strike Pro. I guess this was a mystery tackle box jerkbait, a little bit longer. And I also have this one, which I got last year for mystery tackle box as well. And I want to say that this one was Catch Co. I'm not entirely sure, but I know it still pops up on the mystery tackle box website. So I've had probably 2 or 3 fish I caught on this last year. Works pretty good. Definitely go check it out right over at Mystery Tackle Box. So there's that. Also, another thing that I'm really hoping to use a lot more of in the winter, if I kind of get a little bit more desperate, is some spoons. So, I mean, these, I'm not sure the brands on any of these. I'll show you a few of them, or a couple of them. But I just kind of got these from Runnings, probably $2-3, maybe, if not a little bit more, I'm not sure. But I got these because there's a good spot about half an hour away from here in the Adirondacks that they kind of slam these. So I've got a golden one, which seems to be my better luck with these. And then I think these are supposed to be called like Red Devils. I see a lot of people get good sized pike on these as well. Also have a blade bait in here as well. I got this in Mystery Tackle Box. I want to say last winter. So I haven't even thrown this one yet. So let's hope that I can actually catch some fish on this year. So that's it for the hard baits. Let me just put these all back here before I end up with a bunch of baits hooked into my couch. I also have my Senko kit. Like I said in a previous video, I'm kind of starting to run out of my Senkos. So I'm going to be replacing these probably with some wiki worms from cranked fishing as well. But I did put these in bags to kind of keep them more fresh. I've got some red, this one's considered Cajun Craw, and this one is Dirty Worm. Ran out obviously of the black and blue and the green pumpkin pretty early. They seem to be the best baits to use, best colors to use. So that's it for the hard baits. and even the Senkos. I still have some, I've got some stuff in here as well that I just kind of threw in here. Probably should have cleaned it out before the video, but anyways, these are some cranked fishing craws. They are considered the classic craw. These are green pumpkin. I've used these a few times. What I really like about these are that they're pre-scented, so it's like you definitely get a lot of hits on it, and it's very strong, and it lingers for a while. I left these kind of rigged up on one of my pole walls at college, and left it in my truck for probably 3 weeks, and it took a while to get that smell out of the truck. So yeah, if you're like really big into scent, I really do recommend using some of these, some of their soft plastics. I also have well, this is supposed to be the kit with the black and blue, but I think I only have one in there. And I also have a swim jig. But yeah, I'll just show you the front part of this here. No point in trying to pull out another craw from the same company. I also have some paddle tails. These ones were from Mystery Tackle Box net bait. 5-inch big spanky. So these are like a green pumpkin color. I haven't even thrown these yet, but I think that they'll do pretty well. And then finally, another paddle tail swim bait. I've been using these for a while now. I've had a couple of fish on them, but these are the Kitech custom worms, 4.5-inch swing impact, I think they're supposed to be called. But these are like a blue and silver color. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see that. I've got another one in this box, but yeah, I like using these for my chatterbait trailers. They seem to work pretty well. So there's a closer look at those as well. Alright, so figure I'll wrap up this video. Let you guys get back to your Christmas. So basically, these are the baits I'm going to be throwing this winter. Really hoping to catch something. I'm not a hunter, so don't really have anything to do in the fall and the winter. So let's hope that it gets warm out there. If you guys like the video, definitely go down on the bottom, hit like, and if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, just please go down there and leave a comment as well. And definitely subscribe. I'm still very slow at growing this, and I do post a lot more on Instagram than I can do on YouTube. It's been a little hard while I've been in college, but I do have some more videos coming up, I promise. So yeah, stay tuned guys, I got some more stuff coming up for you. Thank you.